Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live. Um, Bear with me real quick. I'm going to share this on Facebook. All right, there we go. Hey there, Lisa. Hey, John. I hope you guys are having a good week. Bear with me tonight. It is kind of an emotional day, so I've got a lot going on. I will ask for prayers for my family. I'm not going to go into it much because it doesn't have anything to do with the channel, but I just want to say prayers for my family if you could. And yeah, that would be great. So hopefully everything hopefully everything works out. Um but yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week. I've got a lot to talk about tonight. We've had some great things open up this weekend. It's my favorite seasons have opened up now. We've got pike, trout, and walleye just opened up here in the lower part of Michigan. So yeah, we're ready to rock and roll on a lot of the fun fishing. So yeah, I'm hoping you guys enjoy the content because pretty soon it's going to explode. I've got lots of stuff coming up. This is the time of year where I pretty much I have so much stuff going on that it's hard for me to even decide what to do. So thank you, Rob. Yeah, the rain's been crappy for sure. Hey there, Neil. Hey, Kiss Our Bass. I hope you guys are having a good night. Hope you guys are having a good one. Like I said, I've got some things. All right. You're such a turd. God. Hey, Dave. How you doing, buddy? Hey there, Brad. Hey, Barry. I hope you guys are having a good week. I hope you guys managed to get out and do some fishing. Like I said, it was this weekend was kind of my holiday. It's my favorite time of the year. So Rob says, "Hey, turd jammers." Uh, hey there, Ian. How you doing, buddy? There's Gemma. There's Gemma. Lisa says hi, Gemmas. Yeah, she just being big baby again. She's always such a big baby. Gemma's got a she was waiting here the whole time. She had her nose up here just waiting for me to let her up. So hey there, Dan. Yeah, hopefully you guys got out and did some fishing. If you guys haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate it. And again, if you guys could, anybody out there that believes anyway, please send prayers for my family. We've got kind of a problem going on right now. Like I said, I don't know if the family wants everybody to know what's happening, but yeah, if everybody could pray anyways, it's for a loved one of mine. So I would really appreciate it. Hey there, Mike. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Mark. Good evening. Hey there, sis. Down south in Branson, Missouri. Nice, buddy. I bet that was beautiful down there. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you much. Thank you much. Yeah. Yeah. Keep them. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers for this evening. Yeah, like I said, I don't think the family wants it out, but he's a very important part of the family. So, hey there, Max. How you doing, buddy? Thank you, Ian. Thank you. Thank you much. I am gonna have some auctions tonight, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I almost called the live off when I got the news about him tonight. But I decided to keep going because I know some of you really enjoy the live, so I'm gonna try and keep it going for you guys. So, oh, there you go, Rob. Nice, buddy. That's awesome. I hope it was a big red ear. I definitely, uh, I definitely wish we had those up here. The red ears are really cool. They're a nice fish. So, yeah. But I'm gonna have. I know, sis. I know. Um, Sorry. Um, I am gonna have some auctions tonight, guys, and these auctions are gonna be um, it's gonna go towards. I don't know if I mentioned it last year, guys, but my buddy Rich, that you've seen in a lot of my videos from previous years, he gave me a boat last year, and it needed some work, but my buddy Rick, that you guys see so often, he's been working on it on his spare time. There, he works on it every day. He's been doing stuff to it, so he's a great friend. He's been working on it, and we're happy to get it out. But I'm gonna have a few auctions going on tonight of just stuff that I put together, and the auction money is gonna go towards getting a battery to go into that boat, because it's a boat that'll have a live well. It's actually a smoker craft. It's the same size as the boats that I already have, the 14 footers, but this one's gonna have a live well. It's gonna be the first boat in my life I ever had with a live well, and it's gonna have a sub pump on it, and it's carpeted. The dogs are gonna love it. It's a beautiful boat. So, but I need to get a battery to put in there to run everything. So that's what I'm gonna be shooting for tonight. In the sand at Silver Lake. Oh, I bet it was nice, Neil. I bet it was beautiful. Yesterday was really nice. I don't know if I'm hoping you guys got to get out and enjoy it yesterday. It's probably hard to tell. It's starting to fade, but I got a sunburn yesterday. It's starting to turn into a tan. So uh, that's okay, Dave. I should be able to. I should be able to get through. Thank you, John. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it, guys. Hey there, Dean. Thank you. Um, hey, Paul. Yeah, I did about the boots. I brought them up here just so you guys could see. Um I wore them. It's funny. I wore them yesterday out of all days. I probably shouldn't have worn them yesterday, because I'm telling you, these things, it said insulated. They're definitely insulated. My feet were sweating hardcore yesterday, but I do really like them. They're good boots. I can tell they're going to be excellent for what I do. They're strong. I could tell as soon as I pulled them out of the box that they're really good. And I wasn't sure if I'd like having this strap here to tighten them up, but I really do. I think it was worth it. They're very cool. So if you guys missed the video that I posted, I think I posted it yesterday for these. You can go to HiC or Hisia.com, and I now have a discount code for this. It is just LT15. Gets you 15% off site wide on boots and stuff. So they do have some really nice things. I seen that Max already ordered, so I think that's really cool. Hey there, Don. Hey, Rick. Hey, Braden. You have a 16-foot. Yeah, they're nice, man. Yep, this one here too. It's got a 15 horsepower Evinrude, I believe, and it's gonna be a really good boat. So yeah, Rick did a good job. It's funny though, Rob, it still leaked. All that work and she still leaked. So yeah, the wind. Oh my god, the wind was insane, Neil. Yeah, you know exactly. That wind was ridiculous yesterday. So you were already up here, turd. You were, God. Yeah, I can't wait till you get them in the mail, Max. You're gonna have to let me know how they are. And they were really fast with shipping too. I was shocked. I mean, when they told me they sent them out, I got them 2 days later. So the ticks are pretty bad, Dan. Look, I've only got a few, but I haven't been spending as much time in the woods as I really should have. But yeah, they're bad this year. That's why I've got tick collars on Ruby and Gemma this year, so that they don't get them. So you have a 40 Merc, nice. Uncle Rick says, "Hey, Gemmers." Oh yeah, that's for sure, sis. That's for sure. She's been bugging me extras. So yep. Yeah, the ticks are bad. Did you get a chance to get out, Lisa, and use the panty pounder today, like we talked about? I see I've got 43 of you watching. If you could please hit that thumbs up, I appreciate it. It does help out the channel. Now, I want to talk about some things that I'm going to be doing this week, guys. Oh, you didn't. um, now, I know a lot of you were asking, how Rick smokes the fish because when we kept all those cats the other day, I mentioned that he was going to smoke them. His fish taste, I mean, they're like candy when he does it. It's unbelievable. He has a secret ingredient that he adds that I don't think anybody else ever does add when they smoke fish. I think so. And after the brine video tomorrow, we're going to be smoking. So I will be doing that'll be out Wednesday. I'll show you guys how he does the smoking, and it turns out beautiful. Oh, I know. They ruin it for mushrooms and trout and everything else. Yeah, ticks are not cool. Oh, we used we used stuff that was better than marine caulk, Rob. We bought well, Rick bought some of the most expensive boat sealant they have, and it didn't. I mean, we've used everything on that boat. There's just not any fixing it. Oh, I bet they were, Brian. I bet they were. I don't know. You just being a goof, ain't you? You're being a goof tonight. Yeah. Hey, Eli, how you doing, buddy? Caught the first 4-pound smallmouth. There you go. Very nice, man. Very nice. Marine 5200. We use something. It's on the tip of my tongue. Rick will throw it out there, but yeah, it was some really really good stuff. And I swear the thing. It's because it's got missing rivets and stuff. It's glove it. That's it. Thanks, Barry. Yeah, it's called glove it. So, but it's good stuff. I mean, it's just it's missing rivets and everything else. Hey there, Noah. You went fishing today? Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, I should have went today. It's funny the Weather Channel says, rain all day and stuff, which it did rain a bit, but not anything like they said. You caught 6? Good job, man. Yeah, I'll have to try that out. I'll try that out next, I guess. But like I said, though, I've got a new boat that we're going to be using. We're going to take it out for the first time on Tuesday. Rick and I are going to go out and we're going to target crappies. We're going to try and get into some of the big springtime crappies. We're also going to do some dock pitching for giant rock bass and smallmouth, like I like to do every season. And then we're also going to be doing some walleye fishing probably tomorrow night. I think we're going to head out and do some walleye fishing. And let's see, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, I think we're going to fish on the Thunder Bay River. I think we're going to try for some walleye out there on the Thunder Bay. And then Thursday, probably out on another lake. So, yeah, lots of good stuff coming up this week, guys. I really hope you enjoy it. Like I said, tonight's auctions, all the proceeds from that are going to help. I'm going to buy a battery for that new boat because it needs a battery to run the lights, the live well pump, and the regular pump back. So, but tonight's auctions, I'll show you guys what I got going on. Oh, they're already up there, Dave. They've been up there for probably a month or more. Probably a month or more. I'm not even going to mess with the ceiling and insulation, Rob. Not even going to, I mean, I'll fix the ceiling, but the insulation, I know there's mold up there. I'm not tearing all that out. That would cost me way more than I could ever come up with. I'll just cover it up. I'll deal with it. Fast dry marine seal. Monster pike. Yeah, a lot of good pike coming up too. Yep. But tonight's auction, I know you guys, people have been asking, which I was really shocked when you guys seen the videos with the catfish and the suckers. I use them for bullheads too, but I make my own harnesses that I use for catfish and suckers and bullheads and stuff. Well, I decided because I got requests that I'm going to start making them. So I came out with my own harness specifically for bottom feeding fish, and I'm going to call them the bottom pounder. I have a pretty cool tag coming out here, guys. Now, I want to show you guys this and explain something because I had some jerk on Facebook say that it's nothing more than a crawler harness. He tried saying that about my panty harness too, but there's a rhyme and a reason why I do something on everything that I make. Okay, now the big thing on my catfish slash sucker slash bullhead carp whatever harness here, bottom feeder harness, is the hook. Okay, when you're fishing fish like that, catfish and bullhead especially, they swallow a lot. Okay, if you don't hook them in time, if you let them take it too long, they're going to swallow it. The good thing about this is it's a long shank eagle claw Aberdeen hook, which is going to be used on every single one of my bottom pounders. And this hook is a lot easier to get out of a catfish or a bullhead instead of just breaking your line off and losing a hook down their throat. Sure, you can use any hook you want on a bullhead, but your chances of breaking off and losing them in the throats and having to dig them out later is pretty bad. But these things here are nice because it's a very long shank Aberdeen hook, very strong. All right, these are not weak ones; these are strong eagle claw ones, and it's nice because as long as you push away from the fish, you pop these babies right out. If you watch the catfish video recently, you'll see that I popped every one of them out with no problem. So I don't even use pliers personally. I'm able to just pop them all. So these are going to be my bottom pounders. Now for this season, I know everybody's going to want different colors and stuff. I'm only going to have two colors come out this season. I need to start slowing myself down and come out with new stuff more every other year instead of all at once. I got to give you guys something to look forward to later. So for this season, I'm only going to have hot pink and chrome. That's all there's going to be for this season. Okay. I'll have, which the chrome is what we were using the other day on the river, but now I just got these new hot pink and I think these are going to be really great, especially for dark water. I think they're going to be epic for dark water on cats and bullheads. So I'm pretty excited to put these to work. Now next season, I'm sure I'll come out with chartreuse and orange, but for now, it's white and chartreuse or white and chrome. So tonight's auction that I'm gonna have you guys is there will be 5 of the pink, 5 of the chrome, of the new bottom harnesses. Now they don't have tags yet. If you guys would rather have the tag, I can wait. They're going to be here in a couple days. I can wait and send them out when the tags come. If you don't mind the tags, then you can have them like this. You will also get, I got 2 of every color of the panty harnesses together. So these are also going to go to auction together with the bottom pounders. So these will all be in auction together tonight. They're going to be great. Yeah, it seems like everything's dangerous to people's health nowadays, Mike. I'm not That's kind of the last thing I'm worried about. Thank you, Homestead. I appreciate it. Yep, yep. Everyone else was getting 2, 3 walleye and a lake trout. Yeah, I got to get my butt out there, Max. I was gonna do that on Wednesday, but I hear that it's even better right now on Thunder Bay River. So that's probably where me and Rick are gonna go on Tuesday or Wednesday. If Rick can go, if not, I'll go by myself. But I'm planning on going out there on Wednesday, so it should be a good time. Nope, you're actually out on the mouth, Dave. You can fish them, the mouths of the rivers and stuff. As long as you're in the Great Lakes, you can fish the walleyes and stuff year round. So yep, yep. You can use them on bobbers too, even the panfish harnesses. You can toss these. In fact, I'm going to do a video to show you guys that. Thanks for bringing that up because it's great. It's a great point. These things are awesome on a bobber. You throw this thing out there with a leaf worm, you twitch it a couple times on your bobber, and that blade flutters. That's all it takes, man. If there's any bluegills around, they come rushing for it. They see the worm and they grab it. So really great for that. Hey Blake, how you doing, buddy? Hey there, Hawkeye. No, I am not a Saginaw local. I wish, well, I'm gonna say this. I hate the city, all right? I hate driving in the city and this and that, but I love the Saginaw so much. I do wish I lived closer because I would fish that river every single day if I could. I do make it a point to fish it several times a year, but I live way up north. I am up towards Alpena. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun week. This week is supposed to be Um, just made his night. That's good. That's good. I hope you're having a good week, Blake. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice week this week. We've had some rough weeks, especially with the wind and everything, but it's going to be a beautiful week. We still have a couple rainy days coming, but as far as the wind, it's supposed to start slowing down. So I'm really gonna enjoy that. Oh, I love catching those drums, man. They are a favorite of mine. I love pulling them. I was actually using a 1 ounce. Yep. It all depends on the current. That day, actually that whole week, the current was pretty strong from the rains we've been having. Now, when it slows down towards the summertime on the Saginaw, you can get away easily with a half ounce. I mean, half ounce is perfect on a barrel sinker during the summertime. But this time of year, when you got rains and stuff, yeah, an ounce to hold it down. But the best thing is, even though it's a whole heavy ounce of sinker, it doesn't matter because that sinker is made to slide so that the fish grabs it and he's not feeling all that extra tension. That's what's nice about them sliding sinkers. Hey fish on, how you doing? Spawn. Yeah, basically, now I'm going to add to that fish on just so that it makes a little more sense because yes, you're right on about the parking lot, but what it is you got to go by the Lake Huron shoreline. Okay, the only reason that you can fish from that handicap dock is if you're standing there, you look across, you're actually on that's the edge of the Lake Huron shoreline. As long as you are on the Huron shoreline and out, you are considered part of Lake Huron. I hear guys try to argue with me every year about, oh, you can fish from the bridge, this and that. You can't do it. Okay. Don't even try it. Don't be stupid. It clearly states in the books that it's on Lake Huron. Okay. Open year round on Huron. That does not mean that you can go open year round up so far up a river. It is literally from the shoreline of the river where it meets the Lake Huron. Even though there's a pier in the way, you can look there. If you are on the edge or further out, you're good to go. So you don't have to be on the very end of the pier. Anywhere between where that shoreline starts and the end of the pier, good to go. Fish it. So thank you, Hawk. I appreciate it. Thank you much, man. Yeah, the Detroit. Yep, I hear a lot of great things about that. Yeah, I hear that's cake down there. Augury River's fun. Yep, I need to get in there. One species I'm going to try really hard to catch this year, guys, because I just need to scratch it off my list is a gar. Okay, the past couple years I have lost them. First times in my life, but I have lost them and I've seen them every year. You're not getting back up here, turd. This year I am going to try to fish for them with minnows and a bobber. I'm going to let them try to swallow it or at least take it in a lot more. And I've got a few lakes wrote down that I'm going to be fishing for them where they're pretty well populated. So that's something I look forward to doing this year because it'll be something a little different. So, oh, your lake is great for cats, Rob. I have pulled a lot of catfish out of that lake. Super easy too. I mean, you could go to that beach that's by your not far from your place there, that little beach. You can catch a whole bunch of them out there if you throw by them buoys. If you get just past them buoys, it's awesome. Yeah, you'll catch a lot of cats. They stock it every year, so lots and lots of cats. Smaller rivers for walleye. Yeah, yeah, the smaller one. I mean, it, small boat though. The Saginaw is fine for that. I mean, it's really not much of a river if you ask me. The Augury River's fun. Yeah, in the summertime though, it really gets the water gets too hot. It gets extremely weeded up. It pretty much just gets to warm water fish in the summer. I mean, I'm talking just carp and gar and dogfish, and once you get to that hot water, it gets stagnant in that river. Last year at the pier, that's pretty cool. Which pier was it in Oscoda? There you go, Dave. There you go. Yeah, that's I could shoot them, but I wanna catch one, man. I gotta get it off my list. So, I know you guys got a bunch of good gar lakes down your way. In fact, Devil's Lake is actually supposed to be a good one down there. So I go to the Edson, Max. I go right off by the Independence Bridge. That's probably my favorite. So wow, that's crazy fish on. I've never seen one down there. I did see a gar last year though behind Aldersgate in that little bayou. That was the first one I've ever seen in that river. I've seen several in the Tawas River and a whole bunch up in Squaw Bay. There's piles of them. I want to show you guys. I just got done showing you the harnesses that are going to be up for auction tonight. I do have boxes that I'm going to be auctioning off too that I put together. Bear with me. The boxes are old and dirty, but I threw a whole bunch of lures in. You know, you got bandits, rapalas, all kinds of stuff, crankbaits, baits, you name it, piles of them. So I've got a box of that that's going to be going up tonight. I have a panfish plastic box. Now this one here is one that I personally built a few years back, and I built this mostly for casting with um, beetle spins and underspins and stuff like that. I wanted to have, you've got little bitty frogs. Basically, I wanted a whole box full of just really good crappie baits. Um, but I put together this box here. It's perfect if you're using a little jig on a beetle spin. It's got all kinds of basically perfect beetle spin stuff. So this panfish box that I put together is going to be going tonight too. Got to catch up on everybody between talking to the Ohio. Oh, I am Neil. I am gonna make it there. You bet it. You bet, bud. And yeah, you got gar too. And what I like is you actually have another species of gar that we don't have. You also have more pickerel than Michigan. You have pickerel that we don't have too. So I'm gonna try and get a few species that we don't have in Michigan while I'm down there. Debut day. You let me know when you want to go, Max. You just gotta tell me, buddy. You just gotta tell me. 95% of the whole river is no wake. Yep, that's true too. Yep. Yeah, thanks, Rob. If you guys haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I see there's 60 of you watching and only 36 thumbs up. I do appreciate it. All right, have a good night, Brad. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, the no wake part. I like it. Most people don't follow it. There's a lot of jerks you see flying up and down that river, and when you're in a smaller boat like I got, it sucks. I've had a lot of guys wash water over the side of my boat. I, me and Rick last year, we yelled some words at a few different guys. So yeah, there's a lot of winners that come up and down that river. But personally, I like the no wake zones. I wish more places had those because at least then you got a little peace and quiet for the most part, but other than the construction guys. Yeah. My other box, I have one more box I wanted to show you. Gemma, you're not getting up here. You stay down. This is a bass box here that I've got. This bass box, again, it's thrown together with a bunch of different bass baits. It does have some baits that I think could be really great for crappie. It's got this, it looks orange for some reason right now on my screen, but it's a really cool bright pink almost. And then it's got, I don't remember what these are called. I used them a lot as a kid. They're a goofy looking bait, but they work really good for bass. It's got lots of little rubber worms in it. A lot of salamanders for those of you that like to toss the salamanders. It's got Helgies in it. I'm not sure on the brand on those ones, but yeah, a bunch of different crawfish, plastic worms, you name it. But this is going to be a bass box, guys, that I am going to have going out. It's got a whole bunch of really great plastics. So if you're, personally, I love fishing plastics. If you like to fish plastics, you're going to like this box, especially for bass. It's a good bass box. But this is what one of the auctions that'll be going tonight. I got 3 boxes going, and then I've got the packages of those harnesses. I've got the new bottom fishing harness for suckers, catfish, bullheads, and then I've got those 3 boxes there. So Yeah, that is true. That is true. But the good thing, what Paul's getting to, I think, is that if you want to, it depends where you really want to get to on that river. But there are so many boat launches on that river to where, let's say, if you didn't want to fish, or see, I like fishing around the ship and around those bridges right there. But if you didn't want to fish those spots and you wanted to fish, let's say, more upriver or even downriver, you've got so many other boat launches, man. Some of them ain't marked as good, but there are a lot of them. You can basically drive all down that river and find boat launches. Also, that river is like, I swear it's like 80% public to fish. There is so many public fishing places along that river. Lots of guardrails, lots of boardwalks. Just it's amazing. I mean, it's see, Thunder Bay River is the only other river that I know of that is like that, where it's just basically all public. You can fish just about anywhere on it. So yep, really cool. Saginaw is a cool river. Oh, geez. I bet that was nice, Mike. I would have been throwing some fingers, that's for sure. Now, I want to show you guys. I'm going to do the auctions in a minute, but I want to show you this new bait that Berkeley came out with. I was throwing it yesterday. It was a different color than this one, but it's a cool little bait. This right here is called the Money Badger, kind of like Honey Badger, but this one's the Money Badger. And what's crazy is for a small bait, it's got the rattles in it kind of add the weight to this thing and make it they're made to cast. These things cast really well. I was shocked. Even with 8-pound tests, I could whip this sucker quite a ways. Yesterday, I started throwing this. I'm telling you right now on this thing, I'll show you the color I used yesterday. This is a different bait, but it's the same. This is the color. Okay. Yesterday I was throwing this color right here, which I think is cool. It reminds me of America. But I was throwing this color of the Money Badger yesterday, and I caught giant bluegills. Bass were just smashing the heck out of it. So I'm gonna do some more videos on this. I'm probably gonna fish this specifically for panfish. I think you're gonna see me throwing this on a couple of my favorite panfish lakes because I know, especially crappie, they are gonna beat the heck out of this little thing. It's got some crazy loud rattles in it, but yeah, they're really nice. They've got them on sale right now at Shields. Yeah, great deal for these. But again, this is called the Money Badger. It's got a big lip on it. This baby dances real nice, and it's a slow sinking. It's not necessarily suspending. It almost does, but it slowly sinks, which I like even better because personally, I don't let you can cast these out and just reel them in if you want to do that. Personally, though, I like to twitch my cranks, and this is really nice for that because you can get it down to a certain level, and then it'll almost freeze there, but slowly sink. And I like to let it sink a little, give it a jerk. It'll come up a bit, and then you can let it sink a little. And a lot of times, those fish they come in and swallow it when it's starting to sink again. But yesterday, I caught a bluegill that was probably pushing 11 inches. It was definitely the biggest I've caught open water in a long, long time, and the bass were just pounding this thing. So I'm probably going to be throwing for crappie with this soon. So yeah, but this right here, check it out online, guys. It's called the Money Badger by Berkeley. Very cool lure. I've always loved cranks. You know, I haven't got to use them as much over the past few years because I've been with plastic companies, so I'm trying to push their stuff. But this year I am going to divide my time between pushing for plastics as well as using other companies. So thank you, Sunfish. I appreciate it. I want to thank everybody too that I mean, a lot of you became members last week because Braden hopped on here and actually gifted a lot of you memberships, which I thought was really cool. So, oh yeah, the stone boxes would be amazing for those. You definitely got to get some of those, Max, for sure. Yeah, the Money Badger is going to be a killer. Yeah, I'm excited. I might even toss them around docks. Hey there, Tom. How you doing, buddy? Where do you put in at Thunder Bay? Um, I the best. Well, it's pretty much the only launch that I know of is at the mouth. You go in right at the docks. You go down on 23. When you get to that sharp curve, you turn right, and that's where the marinas are. And yeah, there is another launch. hang on a minute. I go there, but there is another launch across the river, but it's harder to get to. You really gotta know the town to get around to that one. But personally, I just launch right there at the marinas. I mean, that river ain't very big, so you don't have to get anywhere special. But oh, well, thank you, Sunfish. Thank you much. Well, um, I will now do the auction. Seems how it's past 8:30. Guys, we'll get this done so that we can do some more chatting. Um, and yeah, we'll get to talking more about stuff here in a minute. First up, I'll do the bass box. I'm just going to grab them as they come. But yeah, thanks, Dan. Yep, right next to the DNR fishery station in Alpena is another one. That's where the other launch is. So yeah, I think Robert got it last week from that too. Yep, yep. Thanks for that, Braden. But first up, guys, on the auction box is it's just a old plain old box, but it's loaded with bass fishing plastics. Like I said, there's a whole bunch. None of them are used, by the way. So, oh, there we go again. Braden threw out another batch of memberships. So, oh, there you go. Look at that, Paul. You got a membership, buddy. All right, Rob is at $10, guys. We are at $10. $10 right now, guys. $10 for this box of bass fishing plastics. I mean, it has a crazy mix of all different kinds in here, and none of them are used. Um, I really like these ones with the long, crazy tails. These things they've got a lot of movement. Really nice for jigging, but Braden, he's enjoying that too. We were talking about that the other day. Sunfish is at $15, guys. $15. Now, sunfish, these, like I said, it's hard. They don't look that bright on the camera for some reason, but these are a beautiful bright pink orange color. That would be really good for catching crappies and stuff. Um, but yeah, guys, this is what we're doing right now. $15 is what we're at. $15 for the box full of bass plastics. There's a lot of worms in there, crawfish, lizards. Got all different kinds of plastics in here. A lot of the long Mr. Twister tails. Basically, rubber worms have been around for a long time, but they are a good go-to plastic. So Rob's at 20 bucks. $20 for the box full of plastics, guys. $20. Sunfish is at $25 guys. 25. Like I said, tonight's money, you guys, it goes towards getting a battery for the new boat. So Rick's been fixing up that boat, and we're going to get that baby out Tuesday for the first voyage, and we got to get a battery to run the lights and pump and everything. So that's awesome, Paul. That's awesome. Sunfish is at 25 bucks for this box, you guys. 25 bucks for the bass fishing box. Comes full of baits. I also got a panfish box that's going to come up next and a box full of cranks. So we're at 25 right now. 25 bucks. Going to let it go for another 30 seconds. We're at $25. I got plastic worms here trying to creep out. These ones are natural color. Good looking worms right there. Yeah, nice box. So 25 bucks, you guys. 25. Only going for 10 more seconds here, guys. 25 bucks. 25 bucks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got him, Sunfish. Got you a nice box, buddy. $25. Sorry, Spooky. Gemma brought me her cat. All right. Next up, guys, we've got the box. This one here is full of panfish plastics. Again, none of them's ever been used. Lots of really great colors, and all of these are panfish plastics. I mean, you got little bitty crawfish in there. Um, Lots of these. I don't even know what they call these, but they always come with a beetle spin. These are like the normal beetle spin plastic. So there's a bunch of them in here, a bunch of these little guys, which also go good on a beetle spin. I basically sorted these out by color. There's also a bunch of these little minnows in here, which are just freaking awesome for perch and crappies and stuff. Rick right now is at 25 bucks. Hey, Marty. Hey, Brent. How you doing, buddy? 25 bucks right now, guys. 25. Nope, these are not freedom baits. This is something I put together a while back, and it's all random plastics. It is all random plastics, but it's just a box full of um, panfish. I put it all together for panfish. This is a really cool one right here. There's a bunch of those in there. They're really great for bluegills. Um, Little frogs, little bitty frogs in there. Rick's got it at 25 right now, guys. We're at $25 for this batch. There's frogs. There's a bunch of the minnows, different colors of the minnows in here. Um, Got pink ones. Lots of plastic little worms in there. This was actually my best color growing up. It was really good. Thanks, Brent. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, thank you, sis. Yep. Sunfish, yeah, for the ship. I do have to add shipping, guys. I need to remember that because otherwise I'd probably totally take a loss on that one. So you got to pay for shipping on these boxes too. So yep, and the shipping on these are usually about eight to $9. So, but this is up right now. Rick's at 25 bucks for this full panfish box. Lots of great plastics in here. You got tons of little bitty crawfish, all different colors. Lots of other plastics. Guess I'll let it go for 5, 4, 3, 2. You got him, Rick. 25 bucks, buddy. All right. Lisa was up before. All right. I guess sorry about that, guys. Put it back in. All right. My timing must be off tonight, guys. I don't know why. Must be behind on it, but Lisa had it at 30, Mark was in at 40, so all right. Thanks, Rick. Thank you guys for being honest. I appreciate it. So $40 right now. Mark's got it at 40 bucks for the panfish box. Like I said, loaded full of these are all different brands. Like I said, I bought a whole bunch of this stuff a few years back before I got with Freedom or Widowmaker or any of these other companies. So I could fight with Rick for him. uh, that's funny. All right, Mark's got it at 40 right now, guys. We're at $40. $40. Gonna let it go for 30 more seconds. We're at $40. Box full of panfish plastics. I've got them kind of color coded. Some of them are a little odd colors in there, but there's a lagging issue. Okay, sorry about that. Hey, McParland. Hope you're having a good week, buddy. Hope you're having a good week. All right, guys. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. I think Mark got her for 40. So thank you guys so much. Like I said, these auctions tonight, you guys are going towards getting a battery for the new boat. Me and Rick are going to be taking the new boat out on Tuesday for the first time. He's been working his butt off on it. Rich gave me the boat back. It's been like 2 years ago, and it never got worked on or anything. So Rick's been working on it. It's in his garage, and he's doing a really good job on it. I'm excited. It's a beautiful boat, so we're going to be taking her out. But yeah, congratulations, Jen. You're definitely going to like these. Yeah, you'll like these. There's some really cool plastics in there. So, oh no, you sure, Mark? You sure? I'm sorry, you guys, for the bad reception. Well, thank you, Mark. I'll make sure he gets these. Thank you much. I'm actually going over there tomorrow, so I'll make sure I bring them. I'll make sure I bring them over there to him tomorrow. So thank you guys very much for that. He gave them to you, Rick. No, it's you guys. My internet has been horrible all day. I called. Well, I've been texting back and forth with the internet guy because I was worried about it. It's my I have lost signal several times today, and I was worried that I would lose you guys. I'm not happy. I paid way too much money for this internet just to come live with you guys, and I should not be dealing with that. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. Um, all right. Only two more auctions to go. I'm going to do the lure one now. Next will be the harness one. So up on the auction block now. Again, this is one that I just threw. Oh God, sorry, Robin. It's Wi-Fi, Homestead. It's Wi-Fi. But this is what we got going on now. I threw this together tonight. It's got a lot of classic Rapalas in it. It also has, you've got bandits in there. You've got some newer Rapalas. I threw some blade baits, a couple of my actually really good colors of the blade baits together in here. Which if you haven't used these already, they work really, really well for walleye and stuff. I love using them down in the Saginaw River. There's also a lose. It's like a rattle trap, but or not lose. Sorry, I can't remember the name of them. They're expensive though. But yeah, I threw all this together tonight, guys. You got jerk baits, you got crank baits, you got all kinds of goodies in there. So you had to get a hard line. I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do too. So $50. Rick's in at 50 bucks, guys. 50 bucks. Yeah, that I don't know. I mean, I could run a line from my router to my laptop, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. I really don't. Um $60. Rob's at 60 bucks, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry that it's like that, guys. I appreciate you guys staying on though. $60 right now. Rob's at 60 bucks. 60 bucks, you guys, gets you. There's a lot of classic Rapalas in there, a lot of newer stuff. There's the Bandit, just a bunch of cranks. There's a couple. I just threw a whole bunch of lures together. So, like I said, I'm trying to come up with enough tonight to get a. I got to get a battery for that new boat. So, oh, X-Wraps is what I use fish on. I actually, I can show that off too. I've got a whole bunch of. I have a whole bunch of X-Wraps in here. They are probably my favorite walleye lure. So, yep, they're a really good one for sure. Yeah, that's for sure, Sunfish. I mean, there's yeah, they're not cheap, that's for sure, but I appreciate everybody. Rick's at 65 bucks, you guys. Make some karate moves. Oh geez. 65 bucks, you guys, 65. 65 bucks for this box. Just in case some of you are wondering about what he just mentioned on here about an X-Wrap, I will show you what they are. It is definitely a favorite of mine. I catch a lot of fish on them. In fact, if you've watched a lot of my walleye videos casting from shore, I have fished them a lot. This is an X-Wrap made by Rapala. They got a little tiny bill. These things don't dive very far. They go about 7 feet tops. And basically, they're a jerk bait. You jerk these babies in the water, they twitch back and forth, and yeah, they look like a wounded bait fish. This is probably my favorite color, this hot orange. But between this one and the pearl or ghost, these are both really great colors. So, but yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. That's definitely a favorite of mine. 70. Rob's at 70, guys. 70 bucks. 70 for the lures. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. 70 bucks, guys. $70. No, don't you bark, Ruby. I hear you. You're growling. $70 right now, guys. $70. 80. Rick's at 80. 80 bucks. 80 bucks gets you these lures. 80 bucks. Yeah, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it because you know we're where we're at right now. 60, yeah, I should be able to get a battery tomorrow because I don't need a fancy one. It ain't got to be nothing too special. It's just running the lights and everything. It's definitely got to be a deep cycle, obviously, but I can get away with a cheaper one. So I'll get whatever I can get with what I make out of this. So I thank you guys. But we're at 80 bucks right now, guys. 80 bucks. Yeah, I know the Bandit, and this is a really nice Bandit. I bought it last year, and I wanted to use it out on Saginaw Bay. It's a really, really nice color. This was the size we were using. Never even been thrown. I mean, it's a beautiful Bandit, and yeah, I threw a whole bunch of good stuff in there. So Rob's at 85, 85 bucks, guys, 85 bucks, $85 for the lure box, 85. There's, I mean, even some of these, you know, I was saving some of these because they're, you know, the classic Rapalas. Like, I mean, these are old. This is an old rainbow trout there. But yeah, they all work. You could use them. 85 bucks right now. We're at 85. Gonna let it go. Yeah, my clock on here. I can tell I'm messed up because the clock just went forward and backwards. So I apologize for the crap viewing tonight, guys. $85. Gonna let it go for another 10 seconds. We're at 85 bucks. $85, guys. $85. $85, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2. I am going to give an extra little bit after I hit the hammer just to make sure nobody came in at the last second there, but I think you got it because people hit the heart thing. So 85 bucks. Congratulations, Rob. Yeah, it's a good box. I mean, you can get some work out of it and catch a lot of fish. So, oh geez. Well, thanks, Rob. He'll really like that. Thank you. Would you look at that, Rick? You've gotten 2 now. Oh, see, working on that boat, man. Thank you so much. 2 timing. Yeah, basically that clock. It is. It's going. It's jumping on me. I don't know. Um, I got to write notes to give to Rick on these. He's gonna love that Bandit. It's a good one. Slick Rick. I do appreciate all of you for sure. I really do. More than you guys will ever know. All right. Last thing up tonight for the auction, guys. I mentioned it earlier and I'll mention it again. I know people were starting to ask, they wanted me to start making a bottom fishing harness like I've been using for the catfish and suckers. So I started making them. They are made with a large shank Aberdeen. Now in this the auction, you're going to win 5 of the chrome of the bottom pounders and 5 of the pink. If you want to wait until I get the actual cards for them, you can, and I will wait and send them to you then. The cards will be here in a few days, so that's your option. You can choose that. But there's 5 of the pink, 5 of the chrome, and then you get 2 of all the colors of the panty harnesses, which these things are epic. You can use them leaf worms. You can use them with plastics of your choice. They work really well. Yeah, that bandit is really nice. It's a good lure. Yep, Rick's gonna really like that. Rob started off at 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Sunfish comes in at 25. 25 bucks, you guys. 25 bucks. Gets you all these harnesses. And again, like I said, I don't have cards just yet for these ones. So if you wait, you can get them. Or, you know, if you don't want them, then you can just have them sent. I'll send them out tomorrow if you don't want them. So Mike jumps in. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Mike jumps in at 30 bucks. Sunfish is, Paul's at 35. Paul just beat you there, Sunfish. Paul's at 35. 35 bucks. Marty comes in at 50. Hey there, Marty. 50 bucks, you guys. 50 bucks. $50 gets you the bottom fishing harnesses, which I want to say this too. They are made with 20-pound test Berkley big game fishing line, which is outstanding. I'm going to tell you this right now. The other day, I never broke any of mine. Okay. I just used one out of all those catfish. And the fish line, you know, if you're using fish line for cats, you usually notice where it gets all chewed up. I mean, it gets chewed up bad. But these things here, that 20-pound, it's pretty much abrasion resistant. This big game by Berkley is really great line. It works out really good. So I might start making one out of pike for pike next year with like 50-pound. But for now, that's what we got. And it's got the big Aberdeen hook. I got pink and chrome for the blades. Those are number 3 Colorado blades. So Marty's at 50 right now. 50 bucks gets you all 2 of each of the colors of the harnesses, and you get 10 of the bottom pounders, I'm calling them. So they got a pretty funny name and a pretty cool. Yeah, the baits work great, guys. If you haven't watched them, watch the catfish video and the sucker video, and you will see that this is exactly what we were using. Me, Ryan, and Rick sucker fishing, we're using these. I tied them up the day before to try out. They worked awesome. And then catfishing, this is all we use too. Me and Rick were throwing these out with a night crawler. They worked awesome. So Paul jumped in at 55. Thanks for that, Paul. We're at 55 bucks right now, right, guys? 55. Yeah, Berkley Big Game is great for cats. Absolutely. Yep. Really good line. So yeah, we are right now at $55. Officer Paul's at 55. Oh, big cat line. Gotcha. Yep. I'll have to check that out. But this, you know, like I said, if I can find line that doesn't get chewed up by a catfish, I really like that. And this did the trick. I didn't even count all those cats the other day, but I know it was definitely over 30, probably over 40 cats the other day. So, and my lure never got broken or chewed up or nothing. So, and the hook was fine. These are great hooks, and these are made to, you know, they're long shanks, make it so you can easily pop it out. They don't swallow them as easy. So Paul's at 55 right now, guys. 55 bucks. Just going to let it go for another 10 seconds here, guys. $55 for these. 55. 5, 4, 3, 2. You got them, buddy. Nope. You're close, Ian. That was very close. These are number 2 Aberdeen long shanks. Yep. Number 2 Aberdeen long shanks. I was going to go with 4s, but I wanted one a little bigger than that. So I went with the 2s. So yep, that's what these are. But the 2s, I really like these. Like I said, I wanted a bigger, longer hook. You can I like to put a whole night crawler on these. You guys, if you watch the video, you see I put a whole night crawler on these bad boys. And that's what's nice about having a long shank like this. It works out perfect. So slap a whole night crawler on that. and yeah, you're good to go. They catch a lot of fish. So, yeah, thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate it, brother. 55. Now, next weekend, me and Rick are going to be going down with Paul, and we're going to a wild game dinner. So that should be a lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, that'll get me a battery for the new boat. So, like I said, this week, guys, we're going to be taking out the new boat. Tuesday, we're taking it out. Me and Rick are going to go out and try to find some pre-spawn crappies. So hopefully we can get on them. It should be a lot of fun. Um, After that, we are going to do some dock hopping for smallmouth bass and rock bass. And I got other plans for the week too. We're going to walleye fish tomorrow. I should be having a lot of different content coming out this week. So yes, they will, Neil. Yep, bottom pounders are going to hit the website this week, you guys. I wanted them to come this. I was hoping to have them by this weekend, but my cards didn't come yet. I did order some. I've got some really cool looking cards coming, but they didn't make it yet. So, yeah, I wanted to. I'm not putting them on the website till I get the labels, but they're going to be nice. I know. What sucks though, fish on. Well, I'm not sure who you are because I know you're local because you're talking about the pier. I'm not sure by the name, but you know that we don't have much here as far as fly fishable areas other than the main Asable there. Our streams like the Pine and that. There's not much room to cast and stuff. So I do want to do some fly fishing though up on the Pigeon River. There's some really nice wide open spots and maybe the Black River way up there up north. I would like to do. So um you're welcome, Paul. I hope you enjoy them, buddy. For trapping crawfish, Barry, I used freezer burnt fish. I tried a few different things. If you watch my video, you'll see. But I used freezer burnt fish. I used dog food, and I believe sardines in one of them. Pretty much, you can use about anything though. They eat about everything. I do like to carp fish, sunfish. We don't have very many great carp spots up here. I am going to try to do some carp videos this season, though. Me and my buddy Ryan were talking about doing it. I'd like to do some videos. I don't know, Harrisville Harbor maybe or Taos River. I'm trying to find some good carp spots because I really would like to. I love catching carp. It would be a good time. So no, for the crappies, Don, I'm not using a bobber at all. Nope. Me and Rick, we like if you watch last season's video with the crappies, we're going to be casting the pig pounders more than likely. Panty pounders work too, but we did really good on the pig pounders last season. So we're going to just throw those along the little weed patches and slowly reel them. This time of year, if you're throwing those pig pounders around any kind of weeds, logs, um, lily pads, stuff like that, you're gonna get into some for sure. Oh, you're Austin. Jeez, what's up, Austin? God, I should have asked you earlier, buddy. Should have asked you earlier. Snow. Yep. That's what I grew up using, John. That's what I grew up using. But then I wanted to change it up and make my own with bigger blades, and the Colorado blades get a little more flash and glow beads, stuff like that. But yes, Eagle Claw and Bear Paw are two great companies. That's what got me wanting to do my own bottom stuff. So, all right, have a good night, Robin. And yeah, happy birthday. Sorry, I know I got it, but hey, there you go, Kevin. There you go. Mashed potatoes? Wow. I could see that being good. Probably wouldn't last long on the hook, but all right, I'm gonna hop off too, guys. Again, please keep my family in your prayers. One of the greatest men that I ever known is not doing good tonight, so please pray for our family. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here, guys. I hope you enjoy my videos this week. I'm gonna try and get some mixed content going this week. Me and Rick have a bunch of plans, and I'm gonna fish at least 3 of the days this week. So again, have a good night. I appreciate y'all. And I will be chatting with you guys next Sunday. Thank you very much. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Thank you all for the prayers. I hope everything goes good. But again, have a good week, guys. I'll chat with you next weekend.